Saturday, mostly sunny, high of 35 to 40 degrees. Currently, we have 28 degrees, snow being reported locally in all areas. 60% relative humidity, winds out of the northeast at 17 miles an hour, and that brings the wind chill down to 4 degrees this morning. It is cold outside. Make sure the kids are bundled up before they head out the door. The air temperature itself, not too bad at 28 for a December morning, but with that 17-mile-an-hour wind kicking the snow around, it is chilly. Hat, glove weather for today. This is a very wide band of snow and rain that we are having, dropping all the way down to Georgia. They have rain all the way down to Savannah. Rain being reported there. In the Tennessee portion, you have Nashville and Memphis both reporting freezing rain and freezing drizzle this morning. Chattanooga has drizzle as well, and light rain in Knoxville. Out to our west, Cape Girardeau, Missouri, having snow this morning all the way through St. Louis and coming in through Evansville and so on, all reporting snow. So a very large band of precipitation, leaving us with a possibility of 2 to 3 inches of snow. School Corporation, Transportation Department, and administrative officials have been up through the evening, talking to the Weather Service and staying updated, waiting for the snow to arrive. Actually supposed to be here around midnight, and that time frame pushed back. Monitoring continues this morning, but for the moment, everything operating on a normal schedule. We do ask you to please stay tuned with us throughout the morning, as this storm is just developing, and things can change as we move along. But for the moment, it looks like that we are going to have some snow, but no major problems. Looks like we've escaped one of our big nemesis from time to time, that being the freezing rain. None of that being reported in our local area. We do have some snow, and it is blowing around, and it is a cold morning, but looks like everything is going to be pretty good shape, all things considered. The Albany-Floyd County schools will be open and will be operating on a normal schedule, but please stay tuned, as we said. All right, we have an update for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just been in contact with the superintendent of the New Albany-Floyd County Schools. Because of the changing weather conditions and the fact that the road trucks are not able to hit all the areas as quickly as possible, the snow heavier than it was supposed to be, New Albany-Floyd County Schools are going to a 2-hour delay. New Albany-Floyd County Schools will be on a 2-hour delay. If you have friends that you know probably aren't listening, or maybe have tuned in this morning and found out that earlier we were saying we were open. We are still open, but we are on a 2-hour delay. But please stay tuned. These situations are changing Even as we speak, the snow coming down much heavier than we thought it would be by this time of day. The streets are in much worse condition than we thought they were supposed to be, according to reports from the Weather Bureau and the Highway Department. Are asked to arrive as close to the normal starting time as is safely possible this morning. Again, New Albany Floyd County Schools on a 2-hour delay. Green Valley Road at Daisy Lane. We have a 3-car accident. The southbound lanes of Green Valley being diverted onto Greenbrier this morning. So we know of those situations at the moment, but I think you can look on any street in the city and there are going to be some kind of problems with the traffic this morning. Again, this 2-hour delay of the normal starting time, that means a 2-hour delay in the normal pickup time, and that also means stay tuned, because as conditions change, we may have to make changes in that as well. So stick with us this morning. Albany Floyd County Schools are operating on a 2-hour delay this morning, and again, we advise you to please stay tuned. We will provide you with updated information as it becomes available. Just now checking out the window, and it appears that the snow is beginning to slack a little bit from what it was earlier, but again, we have no idea what this storm system is going to do. It is 26 degrees outside. It is warming up a little bit, but we'll go back and check our conditions in just a moment. New state conditions will be reported about 8 o'clock this morning, and we'll find out what's coming from the west and the south. But the snow seems to be at least not as heavy as it was about 35 minutes ago. So basically what that means, though, the roads are still in terrible condition out there this morning. We were expecting snow, but what we got was some snow that apparently put a glazing on the road as well. Very slick conditions, accidents throughout the city and county. The latest one reported to us is Green Valley and Daisy Lane, a 3-car pileup there. We also have traffic being diverted off of Green Valley onto Greenbrier, trying to at least keep the traffic from backing up any farther than it already is there. Old Vincennes Road out around Scribner Junior High, bad conditions there. Road may be closed at this time. North 150 by Viewpoint Apartments closed at one time this morning and may still be closed. We are asked by the police department to ask you please not to call the police department except for emergencies. If you need information on schools, you need to stay tuned to WNAS or one of the other radio stations for information, but please do not call the police department. They are trying to keep their lines open for accidents which are coming in. Jefferson County Police in Kentucky have gotten to the point where they are only taking phone calls pertaining to personal injury accidents. That's the only thing they are able to handle at the moment, and New Albany police are not far behind. We have a new forecast for you. This morning, snow with accumulation reaching 2 inches by noon. Temperatures remaining in the mid-20s. Snow continuing with total accumulation of 2 to 3 inches before diminishing to flurries by evening. Probability snow diminishing 20% by evening. Flurries tonight, and cloudy and cold lows in the lower 20s. Sunny tomorrow with highs of 35 to 40.
To be careful if you're out around Silver Hills, around that area. It is very slick and hazardous, and the road is closed in a portion. And so just be careful if you're out there, and drive carefully.
From New Albany High School, this is WNAS FM New Albany, where you will hear outstanding and talented students like Tina Hubler on the air daily.
On the banks of the Wabash we belong. In the fields and the cities we belong. We celebrate our future and we're thankful for our past. Celebrate Indiana, ain't it great, Indiana, to be back home at last. Good people are the heart of Indiana, call our own, the state where we belong. Good people are the heart of Indiana, at the crossroads of America. I love my Hoosier home. I love my Hoosier home.
New Albany Floyd County schools are closed today. A snow advisory is in effect, and also Providence High School is closed today. If you're driving out this evening, or this morning rather, please drive carefully because the roads are slick and hazardous in many spots. And as I look out there right now, looks like the snow is still coming down, not as heavily as it was, but need to be cautious. This song right now goes out to Miss Holverson, who's in her classroom here at New Albany High School going through a lot of papers. Miss Holverson, I hope you enjoyed. Here's Bobby Brown.
When friend fell, he called for help.